I'm not teaching, I am publicly learning. But hi and welcome to Learning for the Life UK test part 467 while doing short-term management training. And if you participate in the short-term management training, that's at your own risk. Now we're going through the book and looking always for a little section. If we are able to take that section and get it together in a presentable little speech. I think the Act or Treaty of Union would be a good thing. In the year 707, Queen Anne was on the throne in Britain. She had no children, and so, or no surviving children, and so the succession, or her heir, or who should inherit the throne, or who would be the next on the throne. I'm rehearsing a little bit what I'm going to say in a moment, and in that speech when I say it all in one together. Was unclear, and her succession was unclear, and the Act of Union was done, and that created the Kingdom of Britain. But we had before that already James II and so on was ruling over all four parts. So they were independent but had the same monarch. And so the Act of Union was done, and that unified, that made together, that compacted, that unified Scotland and England and created the Kingdom of Great Britain. Scotland was now no longer, it's both possible, but now it's a bit better. Was no longer as an independent country, but it kept its own legal and education system. But education, and also the judiciary, I think we could say that way, legal. And the legal aspects, so I could say that, the legal aspects, but it kept its own legal and education system and also its own Presbyterian church. I don't think we have more here. So we have a video running to record this learning, and then the short-term, did I announce it? We do a short-term management training after that, and if you participate in it, that is your own risk. And there I have a second camera. I'm going to start it now, and then I'm trying to shoot a little video in which I explain the Act of Union or Treaty of Union. So I'm starting my camera. And now I try to say it all in one through. For other people, that they can just watch that video, part of it all, and maybe understand the Act of Union. In the year 707, Queen Anne was on the throne of Britain, and it was clear that she had no surviving children. So the Act of Union was done, and with that, Scotland and England came together to be one country, and it became the Kingdom of Great Britain, Wales, England, and Scotland. So, in the year 707, with the Act of Union, or known in Scotland as the Treaty of Union, Scotland and England, Wales, came together to be one country, the Kingdom of Great Britain. Scotland was no longer an independent country, but it kept its own legal and educational system and also its own Presbyterian church. And that is according to the Life in the UK Test Handbook, page 34. I was looking here, when I look up to the left, and I look always into the left camera. My eyes are going so from that side to here, and then I look always here up to the left camera instead of the right one. Yes, I think the video was good. I explained some parts double, but I think that's good. It's complex. I'm going to stop that camera. Now we're going to start start with a shoulder impingement training. If you're just here to learn more for the Life in UK test, you can go directly to the next part. Otherwise, we're going to do now the shoulder impingement training. If you participate in it, that is the arm disc. The next is standing a bit more than shoulder width wide apart, and we're doing forward shoulder circles. Back, up, in front, and down. Back, up, and down. One last. And now backwards, front, up, back, and down. One last. Now more advanced shoulder circles. Make fists, have long arms, and go as far back as you can with the shoulders. Now try to bring the shoulders further back, or you lift them high up. Try to bring them high up while you bring them in front. Further in front, try to bring them down. Further down while you bring them back. Further back while you lift them up. Higher up while you bring them in front. Further in front, try to bring them down. Further back, down. Back, up and in front. And last movement. Up and down. And now backwards. Up, high up and back. Back and down. Down and in front. Up and down. Back, up and back and down. Next exercise. Next is standing wide apart. We're going a bit into the knees. Ranging forward with a straight back. With the arms in. And now pinch the scapulars together. And do it with effort. Now make fists. With the arms up. Still pinch the scapulars together. And then arms and shoulders down. The second round, pinch the scapulars together with hanging arms. Make fists with the arms up and pinch the scapulars together. Letting the arms down and the scapulars. We should have said maybe something to what had solved that Queen Anne had. No, sorry, actually, I didn't really understand that part. How does that help? Because the King of Scotland can just, if the look who was the next one out, was just George I of Prussia or German. So what did it help? Next exercise, what is it even? The next is standing wide apart, we're going into the knees, we're hinging forward. We're making this time a round back. Letting the arms hang, making fists, throwing the fists to the inside, and lifting the arms high up, and we're straightening slowly up. We're bringing the shoulders down and together. So, the arms high up, hands together, shoulders down, together. With effort. Shoulders down, together, arms high up, together. Release. Now for second round. Into the knees, push forward, round back, the arms hang, make fists, and the arms up inside. Lift the arms high up, bring the shoulders down, back and together. Arms high up, hands together. Hands down, together. Arms high up, hands together. With it. Release. The next exercise. We are lifting the arms up. If this exercise causes pain, then don't do it. All we're doing is to observe the scapulars are doing. So the arms up and just observe the scapulars are doing. And again. Next similar exercise, arms at the outside. Bring them in front, and again, just observe what the scapulars are doing. The scapula should go to the outside, always following the humerus, and now back to and to the sides, and back together. One last of this kind, and back. Next exercise, we'll build go to stable state. Long arms, hands form to fists. We bring the shoulders down, then back together, open the chest to the sky, and now go into internal rotation of the arms to the inside turn. So shoulders down and together, arms long, and fists inside turn. Now the arms are changing, the scapulars are staying. The arms to the outside, shoulders still down, together. Change again the arms to the inside, scapula still down. And change, arms back, shoulders down. And we have a similar exercise. Arms to the outside, again hands form to fists, bring them a bit in front of the arms. Now turn them in front, shoulders down. The arms are changing, back, and also the scapulars are changing, up and front. Change again, arms in front, shoulders down, together. The arms are changing, arms back, shoulders up and front. And down. Next exercise is a shrug. We're lifting the arms up and shrug the shoulders up. And releasing it all. Again, the arms up, shrug the shoulders up, and release it out. Again, in, arms up, shoulders up, and down. Next exercise, the pretzel curl, arms together, bring them down into the outside. So this is just to observe what the scapulars are doing. So nothing particular here. Just observe what the scapulars are doing. And last time. Now with sundial. You could also use a towel or a tennis ball. Have it with long arm at the outside. And let it fall out. And on the other side, long arm out, and fall down and try to catch it again. And just stretching. We'll bring in one arm in front, the shoulder is back and down, pull the arm in, have flat fingers, try to relax it up, and go a bit back with the shoulder. So the shoulder is back and down. Pull the arm in, have flat fingers, try to relax the arm, and go a bit back with the shoulder. And the arm in front. Shoulder is back and down. Pull the arm in, have flat fingers, try to relax the arm, and go a bit back with the shoulder. So yeah, thank you very much, and until next time.